folks. Um, Today's definitely fall. Beautiful day, cold. It's time to do some fall things like putting away produce and collecting stuff out of the garden before the final freeze and planting my garlic. So that's what we're going to be mainly doing today, is planting some garlic. So thanks for joining me. Here we go. Lots of squash harvested for me and the chickens. These guys can sit by the window for a while and they'll get red. Though some of the green ones, sometimes they won't make it, especially if they've gotten nipped by some cold weather. They'll get these marks, like something like that, a mark like that, a soft spot. And one little soft spot's, no big deal. You can cut that off. But if it's covered with soft spots, then it's for the compost. Also, a couple buckets of pears, nice big ones this year, to process. Cut them up. I was drying them, but I'm going to freeze a bunch too. So take the covers off. And there is, looks like, a bunch of garlic that I must have missed from last collection, or maybe some of them had gone to seed the year before. So there's a bunch of little garlics in there which aren't really worth messing with at this point because I have a lot of garlic already. So I'm just going to mostly till them up unless I find a good, a particularly large bulb. Garlic doesn't seem to need really fertile soil. Now the ground is all fluffed up with the fork, and as is the case in Vermont, there's always a steady, regular crop of rocks that come up, big ones and small ones in here. So we got it raked out, and I pulled some rocks out, some small ones, some big ones, and so it's smooth enough now. The next thing is putting the garlic in the ground. So I saved this garlic from last year, and you want to, so you get the bulbs, and before you go to plant them, you want to break the bulbs apart into their cloves, so that the ends can kind of dry off a little bit. And this is garlic I've been planting for a few years, and these are fantastic. So you want to save your biggest cloves from the biggest bulbs, so that they produce the next generation of even bigger stuff. So look at the size of this clove. I got pretty big fingers, and these cloves are giant, and they're delicious, and they grow really well. It's a no-brainer which variety to plant, which is this one, which unfortunately I don't know what it's called. So, and I usually save 150 cloves, the biggest cloves, 150 of the biggest cloves for planting, so that I have enough for myself and some to give to friends to plant, because people always seem to forget to save garlic, so they need to plant it this time of year. No. Right now it's, what is it, November 6th or something like that. So I put them like 12 inches apart. 12 to 16 inches apart, and with the pointy part up. If the soil is nice and fluffy, that's all I have to do is just push them right in, and then just cover them over like that. If the soil is a little harder, you can take a tool. I got a little metal thing here. Even though I fluffed it up got some round hay bales from the neighboring farmer. That's So that's basically it. We got it covered with the hay, so it'll be good for the winter. The shoots will come up a little bit, but they won't grow too much. And then in the spring, when they start to want to come through, you just peel off the old hay that's been compressed and flattened, and then the green shoots, you'll see them, and you can fluff up the hay and maybe add some more around. That'll keep the weeds down. And then August, they'll be ready. Harvest them, and then cover the beds over again with the black stuff so that they don't end up being full of weeds for the next time. That's it. And let's go see what this year's garlic that I already harvested looks like. Some of the bulbs were the ones in the box that I had separated. So this is what's left. This is what I keep for the winter, and this will last all winter. Or it did last winter anyway, and the winter before. And it's a nice overlap. I end up having garlic by the time I have fresh garlic the next year. So that's quite a few bulbs right there. There's a little size comparison to my hand. Well, that's the garlic episode. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and eat plenty of garlic.